Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, December 10th, 2013. All right, nothing here in the news front for today. Nothing really happened yesterday that we want to look at. There's a lot of hot air down here, and these Fed chiefs speaking, or non-voting members, or whatever the heck they are. Let's jump over here and take a look at what's going on overseas. Asian markets were all pretty bearish, not real bearish, and the European markets are all bullish. Now that's pretty strange. I don't think I've ever seen that before. You might want to check out this article here that the government sold off all of its stake in GM, or at least announced that they finished selling it off yesterday, and you and I lost $10 billion on that deal. Just want to let you know. It's stated right here in the article. Read the article for yourself. Don't listen to anybody saying that, we didn't lose any money on GM. We own the stock. We made money. No, we didn't. Not really. Okay. As far as the markets here in the U.S., we're off to a slightly flat to bullish open. Gold is up to almost 1250. That's a good sign. We need to get it back to 1300, and then we're talking. Silver's at 20. Nothing exciting there. Oil is at 98.59 right now, and gas is now back up above. I think it was 309 or 319, something like that yesterday here in central Ohio. All right, really nothing in play here. I got this December 134 call that's going to expire that I collected 35 cents for, and it's now worth a penny and a half. So I'm not going to do anything. I don't plan on rolling. There's no money in the January 134s, and we can take a quick peek here at the January 134. Oops, we're looking at the wrong thing here. I can handle that. January 134. If it even shows up, ooh, it just barely shows up here. Then 12 cents. That's like at $12, and I don't know. He still could do it, I guess. It's not worth a roll, that's for sure, but you could, if you wanted to. I would do these in separate transactions. First, I would buy back for probably be 2 cents, and then sell this. I end up making 10 plus minus $1.25. So that's like $9. So, oh man, it's really hard making money on GLD right now unless you're short. So I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with that. All right, let's jump right over to the A+ list without any further ado. One of the things I wanted to mention, let me just go here and cover Tesla. It's hard to find a stock that's in a downtrend, but the opposite holds true in the strategy that I modified yesterday, and that is if you are in a downtrend, you would be looking for a solid green up, uninterrupted green from about 20. So this one here is, if you look at this box right here, it's telling me that we actually, here it got down to 21.5456. And we had a solid green up, and we got a hook down in the red, and we could say if we waited a day, if we didn't do this the end of that day and we waited a day and we got here, we would have to take a pass on that. If we said, okay, the day after, this is Monday, so on Tuesday, if we get, if the stock moves below this low, which is 123.93, then we would enter, and of course it moved up, it opened up, gapped up the next day. So we would not have an opportunity in here, and we wouldn't have entered. So that's an example of a downtrending stock. If this were a solid green line all the way up to 80, this would be a great place to jump in when it hooked down. Of course, we also have to be watching this MACD. We need the color match, right? And we do have it here, so we say, all right, I looked at this at the end of the day. This is looking juicy to me. Next day, does price move below this low? No, we don't get in. And we also have some positive momentum moving in here, which is like a secondary thing that you may want to consider and deciding whether you're going to get in or not. Okay, so we'll start with Apple. And of course, Apple's in an uptrend, so we're looking for a solid red down. And we do have one here, and it's actually has gotten down to 23.481. So visually, that's pretty darn close. If you actually look at the number up here in the box, it's at 23.5. So I guess it's kind of close enough. And we have a red down here, so that's a good match. So we'll see if we get that hook here. Amazon. We have a solid red down and a hook up here, which we missed. I'm not going to get in now. I would have gotten in on this day here. So I did not. This would have been Friday. I would have selected this next Friday expiration. If I would have gotten in yesterday, I would have picked this Friday's expiration. If it's Tuesday, then I pick the following Friday's expiration. I keep a very close eye on what's going on. So this one happened before I switched into these new indicators, not new indicators, but modified indicators. I haven't changed the math that's involved in calculating this. I just changed the visuals to make it easier to work with. All right, Baidu. Nothing going on there. We're in an uptrend. We're looking for uninterrupted red down. Don't have it. Celgene. We're looking for uninterrupted red down. We did have it back here. And it actually kind of touched here. We had 20.64 on this one. But we're not getting a match. We did not get a match on the MACD. And of course you can see that it moved down, which would have been very stressful. But eventually it did recover. So we don't want to have any stress in our lives. Or at least I'm trying to eliminate it from my life. Okay, Chipotle. I'm going to get rid of some of this clutter here. I'm going to delete all drawings. Oops, I said hide. Oh, dang. Show all drawings. All right. Delete all drawings. Okay, here we have a solid green up. But there was no, here was a solid red down and a hook up. We like that. And we would have gotten in for the following Friday, but we would have exited here. So we may have made a couple bucks there, or may have been flat. I need to zoom in just here. Just one more click. There we go. And then I'm not so concerned about prices. I am about these indicators, especially the stochastic. So we move down here, and then we have a confirmation here. We move up here, and we would have gotten in, and we would have had to exit here. So that one would have been a loser. That doesn't work all the time. I just want to make sure that I point that out. Is this one close enough? This is 24. Looking at the box here. This could have been. We have confirmation, so that would have been a good one. But for right now, we don't have anything. No entry. FedEx had a dividend, which is why it's down 15 cents already this morning, just automatically subtracted. I'd like to see it come down a little bit closer here. But regardless, this would have been, we would not have gotten confirmation here on this day because we're still red on the MACD. But the next day, which was Friday, we could have entered. All right, Green Mountain Coffee. We don't have anything there. Google. This is our Iron Condor. We're going to delete all drawings. Okay, so we have a solid red all the way down here. And then we get confirmation here. And then we may have entered the following day or late this day. But we were red down here, so we may have been prevented, depending on what time of the day, whether this line is red at that time or not. That's kind of what it depends on. And you can see back here, same thing, solid red down, green up here, green down here, jump in at the money, and that would have been a successful trade. $250 for that week just on that one. So we like that. I'm not sure about these that are priced down here. If I'm not getting $5 spreads, strike spreads, I'm not going to force a $5 strike spread on these cheaper stocks, so I may be eliminating them and maybe adding a couple of more higher priced ones. LinkedIn, we have a solid, we're in a downtrend, so we have a solid green up, and then now we have a hook down on the red, but we're green here. So we would wait one more day on LinkedIn. Let's see if we get a move down today on LinkedIn. So I am going to put a target up here, and we'll see if we get that today. MasterCard. We're in an uptrend. Didn't quite get down. I'd like to see this closer to the 20. Didn't quite get down to where I would like to see it. But we do have confirmation here on both. And, a secondary confirmation the very next day. So this may have been successful. Here's a solid red all the way down. Get in here at the money. And we would be exiting here. Yeah, because if we get in this day or this day, it would be this Friday's expiration. So we have two red downs and we would get out. Netflix, I went and did a simulated trade on this yesterday. Here we have a solid red all the way down, nice dip below the 20. We had a green and a red, so that was a non-confirm when I did the video yesterday, but during the day it came and we got two greens. So at the end of the day, I believe it was about 3:30 or so, I went in with this 355. So I'm going to mark the calendar, or mark the chart here. Hang on. Alright, I threw this up on the chart. So here we are. Actually entered this on Monday, so it would be this coming Friday's expiration. So we'd only be in here for this time period. So we're going to watch this one and see if it works out or not. Where are we with Nike? Nike's in an uptrend. We had a solid red down. And then the first, we just are not getting confirmation. So we're already 2 days into this. So we would take a pass and wait for the next opportunity. Priceline didn't quite get down to the level that we want. So we're going to take a pass on that. Kaihu, that's in a, or at least it was in a downtrend. So we had a solid green up, and then we got a hook down and a nice confirmation. So we could have entered the end of the day on this day, or we could have even entered on this day, this Friday, for this Friday's expiration. So that one may end up being successful, but I got a feeling that following tradition we may get a little bit of a positive day here. We might get a hook up. Tesla, well, we already kind of went over that one. Solid green up, came down and it failed. We would not have gotten in unless we got in on the end of this day. But if you would have waited till the next day, you would not have gotten in, and it would have kept you out of a bad trade. And that's the whole idea. Okay, we're in an uptrend. We have a solid red down, but it doesn't quite come to our level. It's interrupted here with a green. So this one over here, this would have been a good one. We have green on this day, get in on the next day. With this Friday's expiration, that would have been a successful trade. WAG, or Walgreens, or whatever. I'm going to get rid of all the drawings here. Alright, we're in an uptrend, although it kind of looks like it's rolling over, but here we have a solid green all the way up, or a solid red all the way down. Here's a solid red all the way down. This would have worked out. Solid red all the way down. This one would have worked out. Solid red all the way down. We would not have gotten confirmation. We would not have gotten into this trade unless we waited till this day, but we're still looking for a move up in price. It should get below the previous day's open or close, whichever one is higher, and that would not have happened even though this is green and green. Keep in mind the MACD moving average is sliding down. And then there's XLV, which I don't know if I'll ever trade that one. This isn't an uptrend. We have a solid red all the way down. No confirmation down here. And we would not have gotten into that trade. Alright, that's it for today. I think we're not going to have as many trades, but hopefully we'll make more on them and be more successful. So we have nothing going on right now except for the one that I have on Netflix. And we'll see how Netflix works out for today. Let's take a look at I want to see how we're doing this morning. Okay, we look like we might open up a little bit. Oops, we're not quite here yet. Okay, we don't have any trades for today at this time. So pre-market, nothing yet going on with Netflix. There's not a lot that does happen until about 8:30, which is when the normal pre-market opens. So apparently Netflix doesn't trade on any foreign exchanges. So there we have it. That's it for today. The Daily Scan. Thanks a heap for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.